What's up guys, I'm the MMA Wizard and I'm going to be giving you my best bets and picks for UFC 262. Also at the end of the video I'll be giving you my parlay which I think will hit. And yeah, let's get right into it. To start the night off for me, Mike Grundy will defeat Lando Vannata. I think he's a better fighter than Lando Vannata. More importantly, for those of you who do not know, the numbers also favor Mike Grundy just because Lando Vannata is winless in the UFC. He is 0-7 when given up more than one takedown. He has been defeated 5 times and shown twice against Bobby Green and Matt Frevola. So yeah, he has never beaten a guy who has taken him down. And Mike Grundy is the definition of a chain wrestler. He constantly likes to wrestle. He can strike on the feet. Not got the best stand-up, but wrestling is better than Lando Vannata by a mile. Lando Vannata is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, so he does have that threat. However, the only problem with this bet is Grundy doesn't do too much damage from the top, so you know he can take damage from the bottom, and that may sway the judges to give the round to Lando Vannata. But I don't see it. I think he will win a unanimous decision. However, I like him on the money line at -125. So yeah, Mike Grundy to win this fight is my first bet of the night. Moving on into the next fight, this is a lock of the night for me. My safest pick would be this fight. Is at pick'em odds right now, so if you're looking to make money, go for it right now. Jamie Pickett to defeat Jordan Wright on the money line at -110. I would also like to bet a little on him to win by knockout. Jordan Wright has never gone the distance. On the other hand, Jamie Pickett has never been finished. He's got a very good chin, and I don't believe Jordan Wright is going to have enough power to put him out. The first step up in competition we saw for Jordan Wright, he got KO'd by Joaquin Buckley. Jordan Wright's record looks very good. However, if you look at it closer, you see that he's not faced anybody good. They're all cans. On the other hand, Jamie Pickett has faced good level of competition. His last fight against Tafon Nchukwi, he lost by unanimous decision, but Nchukwi was a rising prospect, 4-0 at the time, 5-0 after he defeated Jamie Pickett. So yeah, I like Jamie Pickett to win this fight. I think he's going to win by KO, but if you're looking to play it safe, go with the money line. Let me know what you think. It's -110. The odds for him to win by KO will also be on the screen. So yeah, I like Jamie Pickett to win this fight. Next fight. Gina Mazzoni takes on Priscilla Cachoeira. Gina Mazzoni should win this fight very comfortably. She has the big advantage. She's the better grappler, where most female MMA fights end up happening is on the mat. So yeah, she should have the advantage on that. However, it's women's MMA. Anything can happen, which is why I would stay away from this fight if you're looking to parlay it. However, if you're looking for a good bet, it would be for Gina Mazzoni to win by unanimous decision. Bet specifically on her to win in one way or the other. I don't see her KOing or submitting Priscilla Cachoeira. However, it can happen. But yeah, my bet for this would be, I'm not going to bet on it, but if you are, Gina Mazzoni to win by unanimous decision. The odds for that will be on the screen. So yeah, moving on. Shane Burgos takes on Edson Barboza Jr. I like Shane Burgos on the money line at -135. Close odds right now. Edson Barboza a +105 underdog. He might become the favorite come 5 weeks, so you might want to wait on them odds. But Shane Burgos better cardio, better chin, in my opinion. Edson Barboza Jr. He's a very fast starter, unless he gets killed in the very first round like he did against Justin Gaethje. He is slowing down right now, as you've seen in his previous fight against Makwan Amirkhani. In the third round, he slowed down drastically. Amirkhani came hard. If you do that against a guy like Shane Burgos, he will KO you brutally, especially with his cardio. He's not going to slow down. If Edson Barboza wins this fight, I see it being like the Dan Hooker fight, where he'll just attack the body and stop Burgos with body kicks. I don't see that happening though. I think Shane Burgos is going to win this fight very comfortably. I like him on the money line at -135. Let me know what you think. Next up, back into women's MMA, Caitlin Chukagian takes on Vivian Araujo. I like this fight to go over 2.5, but the odds aren't great on that. So I would probably pick Caitlin Chukagian to win this fight at -135. However, Araujo is a live underdog in this fight, +105. She is very good. This fight will be on the feet. Araujo a good striker, but she throws a lot of power punches, and I think Chukagian will counter her with her straight punches. She never throws anything looping. She likes to throw the kicks as well. She likes to throw a high output but never land anything. She like Michelle Waterson, sways the judges by just punching air. Literally, that's what she does. If you look at her previous stats on her fights, she's been outstruck by majority of her opponents, but always somehow gets the nod on the judges' scorecard. So I do like Caitlin Chukagian on the money line at -135. However, don't be surprised if Vivian Araujo pulls off the win at +105. She's a good underdog. So yeah, go for that. Next up, Beneil Dariush takes on Tony Ferguson. I like Dariush in this fight on the money line at -180. However, if you're looking to play it safe and you don't know if Tony Ferguson is going to show up, Then go with the over 2.5 rounds at -180, same odds as Dariush winning. Yeah, so over 2.5 is not a bad bet, but I do think Dariush will win this fight. I believe Tony Ferguson is on the decline while Dariush is on the rise. In his last fight against Carlos Diego Ferreira, he looked excellent. On the other hand, Ferguson didn't really look good at all against Charles do Bronx Oliveira. So, take that for what you want. I'm pretty sure if Ferguson shows up, he can perform. But I think Dariush is just a better fighter. I think he's better on the feet, more orthodox than Ferguson. I don't know if he punches harder, he might do, but they're both very good, hard hitters. On the ground, I do give the advantage in jiu-jitsu wise to Ferguson. However, on top control, I believe Dariush is better. I think he's going to control the fight on the ground, take Ferguson down, stay in half guard, throw damaging blows from the top, and win the fight a unanimous decision. I'll go 30-27, 29-28 in favor of Beneil Dariush, but my bet is -180 on the money line for this fight to go over 2.5 rounds. Moving on into my main event of the evening, Charles Oliveira steps in and faces Iron Michael Chandler. I like Oliveira. I think he's the better tactical striker, the better grappler, has the better gas tank. I don't see him losing this fight whatsoever. I believe the only way Michael Chandler wins is by KO, mainly in the very first round, which is what a lot of people are banking on because none of them are picking by decision or to win by KO after the first round. So yeah, Oliveira is the better technical striker in my opinion. He likes to set things up. His striking has evolved a lot. People don't rate it, but he's a much better striker than he was before. He does not fall under pressure now. We saw in his last two fights. If you think he does, you don't know what you're watching. Tony Ferguson tried to pressure him for the first fight. He got taken down immediately, body locked into the takedown. Kevin Lee tried doing it. Kevin Lee got hit really hard. As soon as he tried pressuring Oliveira, Oliveira came forward himself and threw power punches at Kevin Lee, which made him change his game plan of going for the takedown towards the end of the round, towards the first half of the round, and he got himself guillotine choked by Charles Oliveira. Michael Chandler's only way to victory is by KO. I think he's going to get countered when he overextends with his leaping right and left hooks because he throws a lot of them for some reason. He also has a very, very deceptible calf kick that many people have tried on him and have been successful but just don't continue to do it for some reason. Brett Primus calf kicks Michael Chandler into oblivion, destroys his calf kick in the very first round, stops him. Dan Hooker, first calf kick he throws, down goes Iron Michael Chandler. After that, he stops throwing it for some reason and gets KO'd. What a surprise. Charles Oliveira will not get pressured. He does not feed the takedown. If he gets taken down, his hands will stay up high and he's going to look for all sorts of submission from the ground. He's very attacking. I've got a full fight prediction on my channel explaining how he will do this. Check it out. Also, Oliveira is a slight favorite right now. However, bet on him during fight time. I think he's going to become the underdog. A lot of people are going to bet on Iron Michael Chandler. And I just don't see Michael Chandler winning apart from KO in the very first round. I like Oliveira on the money line at -130. I think he's going to get a TKO stoppage over Chandler, who's going to get overzealous with his right hand into a counter uppercut, get dropped, and eventually finish by Oliveira on the ground. I like Oliveira by TKO. That's my prediction. My bet for this will be Oliveira on the money line later on, not right now. -130 is odds. If you like him right now, take it. But I think he will become the underdog in this fight. Let me know what you think. Okay, guys, to end the video off, I have two parlays for you. They're both a bit risky, so, bet as much as you want on them, but don't bet too much because they might not hit. I do think they will, though. The first one being Gina Mazzoni by points and Jamie Pickett to win by KO. That comes in at +400. I really like them odds, especially on these two fights, because I don't expect Jordan Wright versus Pickett to go the distance. And I think Pickett is going to be the victor in that fight and win by KO. So I have him winning by KO in this parlay. And Mazzoni versus Priscilla Cachoeira, I think will go the distance. I think it will be a boring fight, and I think it's going to be a unanimous decision win for Gina Mazzoni. So yeah, that's why I have this parlay. It comes in at +400. If you want to bet on it, do that. If not, it's completely fine. My second parlay of the day is a 4-fighter parlay. It's safe as well, but it's kind of risky in case one of them loses. The whole parlay is over. So yeah, think of that and go for this one as well if you want. I have Christos Georgos to win, Shane Burgos to win, Lando Vannata versus Mike Grundy to go over 2.5 rounds, and Jamie Pickett to win just overall. That comes in at +527. So if you want to go for this one, go for that as well. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm the MMA Wizard, and I'm out. Peace.